Yeah. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Let me just mic check that right now. Yeah. Let's talk Raw live 27/10/25. Monday Night Raw, you already know. Live from Nobody Gives a Damn. Yeah. It's darkness. It's darkness on these cold streets when it comes to Monday Night Raw, but I'm in good spirits, man, because what do you expect now? Now I'm just waiting for a show to shock me and be good. Honestly, that's my movement right now. But I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's good. Anyone who comes in later, big up Zach, big up Morris. Don't know about Raw, man. This might be my last. Actually, yeah, it might be my last Raw stream. Actually, I think unless anything great happens on Raw, because obviously I would have seen it before I do the stream. I ain't doing no more of these, man. It's gonna be a pre-recorded video. It's gonna be 5 minutes, maybe 10. I think us as fans deserve better. You guys deserve better, and then you want to talk about Raw for because you don't enjoy it either. And the company doesn't care. They phone it in every week now. I'm glad I'm never too optimistic about what's about to happen because then I can't be let down with the dross that they deliver to us on a weekly basis on a Monday night. I'm glad I start watching the show live in full. And I gave the advice for you guys to do the same. It's on Netflix now, which is a benefit because if it's on live TV, you can't do much about it. But it's on Netflix, so depending on where you are in the world, I guess if you're somewhere where it's on TV around like 7, 8 p.m., probably like Eastern Standard or something like that, then watch it safe if you're not enough to do. But if I was you guys, which is what I do at the moment, let it run on Netflix. And depending on what you're doing, you can either catch up with it by just skipping forward, let it play out for like 2 hours. You'll still catch up to it. Or just let it finish and then just watch it back. I mean, you're not going to miss anything. You won't see any spoilers because you just don't have to go online before then. Let's be honest, at this point with Raw, are there any spoilers? Like, as you know on this channel, I'm not somebody who is a fan of spoilers at all. In fact, I detest spoilers. I detest rumors. But I don't think you could spoil Raw for me. Like, honestly, if I gave you a spoiler now and said, I have inside information that LA Knight's going to lose next week, you could call that a spoiler. You know why? Because it happens every week. If I give you inside information that Penta is going to have something to do with Dom or Rusev or somebody like that and probably lose and then win and then lose, sounds like a spoiler, but it's true. If I told you Sheamus would have a great match and lose, sounds like a spoiler. It's true. If I told you that somewhere in the night, whether it's the main event or anything to do with CM Punk or Jay or LA Knight, that the Vision will be involved, sounds like a spoiler, but it is true. That is Monday Night Raw for you. Like, I would listen. I'm gonna put it out there because you know what? If you don't ask, you don't get it. So, send me being big-headed or anything like that. It's just the internet. So once you get in the algorithm, people see stuff. Obviously, I know WWE as a company don't watch my channel, but I know people within WWE watch my channel. Ones I've spoke to, and also my videos have ended up on the live show. So there's no way you couldn't have seen it or know who I am. So I'm just saying, on the off chance that anyone's watching this, which you probably won't because the thumbnail is saying that there's no creativity and it's poor and it's so bad. But if you are watching, or one of your minions are watching, or somebody who goes and gets the cup of teas or cups of coffees for the creative team, let them know that I would love. Listen, invite me to Stamford, Connecticut, because I'll just go on a New York trip and then I'll go to Stamford. Let me into the HQ. Let me spend the day or a few days with you guys. I don't need anything. Just make sure I get some lunch and that. I gotta get my protein in. And send me a taxi, you know what I mean, little cabin that. I'll sort the hotel out. You can sort the flights out. And let me take my notepad around and let's walk around. I want to walk around Stamford. I want to be a part of the creative meetings. I won't say a word. I want to shadow Paul Levesque and see what he does throughout the day. This is me being serious, by the way. I know you guys think I'm joking. I'm being serious. I want to shadow the people, whether it's Michael Pierce Hayes or Paul Heyman or Paul Levesque, or I don't want to shadow Lee Fitting car. He's a bit of a weirdo. But you get my point. I need to see what goes on a daily basis there, because I can come online every week and sometimes I probably come across rude, especially if you're feeling like you're putting in something creative in the show. It's baffling to me that you would think that anything that you put out on Monday Night Raw is creative, because it's absolutely terrible. But if you live and die by it, and it happens, it's subjective. So there's plenty of people that put music out, people buy their albums and that, and you might not like it and they think it's amazing. So I get it. If you take away the little kids and you take away the little simps, the ones who just, the ones who like Rhea Sweat and that, I don't know how the majority can find this show entertaining. And the proof is in the fact that your views are lower than they've ever been. Yeah, they're dropping week by week. So I need to get out there, because maybe it's harder than I think. Maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, you put out the show on Netflix, you expose yourself to everyone, and everyone saw you sit around the table and just ask people, so who do you think should win the Royal Rumble? CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. One person says Jay, and you went with Jay. So if that's how your creative meetings go, by the way, I wasn't mad at Jay winning the Rumble. I wasn't mad at Jay winning that WrestleMania. But I'm just saying, if that's how your creative meetings go, no wonder the show's shit. If 9 men around the table are saying this person should win because X, Y, and Z, and then one person is like, nah, I'm going to go with Jay. Yeah, you can understand where the show is pretty bad. Now, you can, this is a cold open because Raw was rubbish, so there's not much to talk about there. But I just want to get my points across. Calm. I'm not angry. I am disappointed, but it's slowly starting to disappear, which is a problem, because if I'm not disappointed in the show, it's going to get to the point where I don't care at all. And I don't want that. I've still got most of my life left. You know what I mean? I've been watching WWE, if I'm kind to myself, even though I know I've been watching it with my granddad and stuff since I was a baby, but let me be kind and say 3-4 years old. I've been watching WWE for 30 years, bro. 29 years, 28 years, whatever. Even if you just want to go from my formative years when I can understand everything. I've been watching WWE for at least 25 years on it. And I'm just saying, this is really bad. 25 years of my life, I've got more than 25 years left unless I get taken out by a fucking plane or get run over, which is possible. But, and oh yeah, any terminal illness. But just on average, the way I carry myself and that, my life expectancy at the moment with my blood work and stuff is about, it's about 87, which is where I wanted to check out anyway. So that's a lot of years left to watch. 50 plus years left to watch, more than I've been alive already. And if it feels like this now and it feels like it's not going to get better, then even though at the moment I can't see a point where wrestling in my life, it might not be in my life at all, because this is bad. I'm already worried about when Roman and that leaves, and that's coming soon. All of these men turned 40 over the last year. All of the Jay and Jimmy and Cody and Roman, and they're all 40, bro. They're all 40s. The set. All of these men somehow were born at the same time. I don't know what was in the waters. I don't know what was in the waters that many years ago. I can't tell you, bro. Around the 84, 85 era. Like, I don't know what was in the waters, but somehow all the top superstars are the same age. Well, obviously, apart from CM Punk and that, but they're all the same age. Gunter's a little bit younger, but something was going on there. Nah, did you not hear what I said? I said top stars, bro. I know how old LA Knight is. He's not a top star, bro. It's not his fault either. So don't even count him in there, bro. What's the point? What, the man just loses every week? Did you not hear my cold open, bro? I'm trying to be realistic here. I got a separate video dropping on LA Knight. I had the thumbnail for about 4 months. He ain't a top star. But hear me out. It's not his fault if LA Knight ever sees this video. Brother, I'm not dissing you. You should be a top star, but you ain't. And you're at the back end of your career, bro. AJ Styles is about to retire. At least he got to the heights. Bro. If you're telling me that the NXT guys are the up and coming superstars, which I like, by the way, I like Obafemi and Trick and all these people, that, brother, it's not enough. It's not enough. This is a dying. It's a dying creative. I think they're trying to move away from it. I think they know. I think they know, and they're happy with the new way things go. It's horrible. It's horrible. We're gonna get into the point where you're trying to book stuff as if they're a real sports competition, but then trying to throw kayfabe in there at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. Now, listen. Did someone just ask how old Drew's 40 years old, bro? This is what bro, I'm not joking. When I said that most of them turned that age this year, bro, they're all the same. Brother, I'm not making this up, bro. Drew turned 40 in like June or something like that because I remember the thing popping up about him. Brother, it's dark, man. Should we go for a list? Since Raw was shit, I got the current roster's age on here because I saved it from before. So, don't tell me I have to click on them to find out though. Do I? All right, then let's do this. Let's do this because again, Raw's poor in it, and I just want to sometimes when I talk about stuff, I don't want to come across like I'm talking shit because I can sound like I'm whinging. I can sound like I'm moaning. Big up ends, but I promise I don't say anything without knowing what's going on. Believe me, I don't need this big list. This ain't the one what I need. Okay, I'll go for the young wrestlers first, and obviously take into account that some of these guys, their birthdays already happened, and so we'll go for the youngest wrestlers on the roster first because these are your up and coming talents for what's going to happen in the future. So only what's being used. Only what's being used. Okay. Roxanne Perez, who was on Raw today, she's 23 years old. Tiffany Stratton is 25 years old. Bron Breakker is 26 years old. Austin Theory is 26, but we don't know what's going on there. Dominic Mysterio is 27. You want to count Logan Paul? You can. Logan Paul is 29. Lyra's 28. Rhea's 28. Established main event star Seth. Again, take into account they've had their birthdays. So Seth was 39. When was this again? Because I've done this already. This is around August times. Yeah. All right. So Seth 40, Jay 40, Cody 40, Roman 40, Randy 45, CM Punk 46, John Cena 48, but he's about to retire. Brock Lesnar's 48, bro. Drew McIntyre's 40. When I told you guys I wasn't lying, bro. I wasn't lying. I've got the here you go. Same thing. The women wrestlers. Oscar 43. Natalia 43. Nia 41. Can't even use. Candice LeRae 39. Becky Lynch 38. Naomi 37. Bailey, Bianca, Kyrie, Mia Yim, My Chin, Your Chin, Nikki Cross, all 36. EO 35. Alexa, Chelsea Green, B-Fab, Piper Niven, Scarlett's gone now, Raquel, and Zelina Vega 34. Ivy Nile doesn't even count, but Ivy Nile, Alba Fire, and Jade Cargill 33. Stephanie Vecchia 32. Julia, Liv 31. And then again, Rhea, we just went over Lyra, all that, 28. And then obviously Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez. So Roxanne Perez is the youngest of all the women. Men, again, R-Truth and Rey Mysterio in their 50s. John Cena. These are all the, and then I'm going to go all 40 plus. These are all 40 plus. John Cena, obviously. Cody, Roman, Randy, Sheamus, CM Punk, Penta. Ciampa, Sami Zayn, Santos Escobar, Nakamura, Tama Tonga, The Miz, Karrion Kross, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, LA Knight, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, Tozawa, Finn Balor, The Viking Party, bro. Seth, Jay, Jimmy, Roman. Then it drops to 35, and you got Jacob Fatu and Andrade who's just gone. Then you got Xavier who's 30, 35, 30, 34, I think, something like that. I think he might be 35 as well. And then you got like my man who just won the title in that Ilya 31 with Kit Wilson, whatever his fucking name is, or Elton Prince or Elton John or fucking name. And then you got Gargano and all that. Brother, it's shit, bro. It's shit. Gargano 37, Bronson 37. Bro, it sucks, bro. It sucks, man. Maybe Solo's your only hope, bro. Solo and Bronson and Dominic, bro. Maybe just start building a roster around them now. Start building a roster around Carmelo Hayes and that, bro. Start building a roster around Street Profits of 35 with Bianca. Just build it. I'm not getting irate today. Whatever, innit? Whatever. Because all I'm saying is what I'm doing right here, right now, is what they should be doing in the company, bro. They should be in the company sitting down with these agents going, yo, all the top stars. Oh, yeah, he sells the most merch. Cody, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, that Yeaton. They're all over 40, bro. They're all over 40, bro. So let's move that on. Let's move that on. I don't know if you like realize this, but when you was growing up, you probably didn't realize, but the people that were at the top of their game, they weren't in wrestling for that long. Now, I'm not saying you should get rid of some of them, but some of them have gone stale, and you have to reinvent their character, bro. If you're not going to be Jericho and Undertaker and reinvent your character, you might need to go. You might need to go, or they need to push the new up and coming stars and then push out the old ones without sacking them. Kind of like what you do in football. In football, you shouldn't be keeping the old ones on the pitch till the last days and then going, we're putting the young guns in now. No, you should integrate the young guns with the old ones while they're wrestling together. Passion of the torch. That way you don't notice. When Seth and Roman and all that came on the scene, we remember them all coming on the scene, but we didn't even notice that they ended up on the main roster as the top stars. It just organically happened. And then one day we looked and was like, raw, every member of the Shield is in the main event. How did that happen when they just all had vests on the other day? How did that happen? So you have to build around them youngins, and then you start bringing Obafemi and all that before they get old on the young on NXT. Everyone on NXT is not young, bro. You have to do that. Adapt or perish, bro. This will not go. I promise you, today on the 28th of October, 2025, this will not go well, bro. This will not go well. I'll come back to this video in years, bro. I'll save it. It will never go well for WWE if they don't listen. Push the younger star. The Rock was 20. You see, you just said Obafemi's 27. That's who The Rock. The Rock was in his prime at 27. That was The Rock. Look at the age difference. Like, why is there a gap? Then he went on to Hollywood. Let me see if there's a list online. And the ones that were older in their prime in WWE back in the day, or WWF, if you will, that was completely different because a lot of them, their lifestyle was different. The lifestyle was different in like back in the day completely. These like were on painkillers and that you finish wrestling matches, you go to the local bar, you smash the local dirtbag, and then you move on to the next city. Them men were fighting for their life, bro. Like, I only have wrestling, it's all I can do. This is 2025. All these wrestlers have other options. They have Twitch, they have Instagram, they have OnlyFans. I'm not even trolling, they have OnlyFans. They have everything. They can go into movies and music and producing, and they can do everything. Coaching. Start your own wrestling school. I rate people like Cody and Seth. Seth's got a coffee shop and he's got his wrestling company. Cody's got the Nightmare Factory. Like, it's very smart to do these things. Bear in mind, guys, I'm not ignoring you, chat, by the way. I can see them. I'm just reading through it. Okay, so here it is, because this is the one I wanted, innit? Wrestlers in 2025, wrestlers in the year 2000. I'm going to prove that I don't just talk shit, bro. I'm going to let you know already that the average of both, the average of the 2025 is 41 years of age, 0.5. 0.5. Do me a favor, just quickly, don't be Googling it. In the chat, put me what you think the average age of the same top wrestlers, but in the year 2000 was. I just told you what the modern day one in 2025 was 41 years old. Now go and tell me Go on, go and find it. Go on, put in the chat now what you think the average age of was the top stars in the year 2000. Please. I'm gonna prove a point, bro. And I'm talking about the top stars, prime. This is ridiculous. The average age of the top stars back then was 32 years old, bro. It's a 9-year gap, 8-year gap. It's a bro. 30. You just have to understand. There wasn't no NXT. There wasn't no NXT, so you can be in developmental first. These 2025. Look at it. I told you the age, and I just said how old The Rock was at the time. I knew because The Rock's my guy, bro. So in the list here, again, age in 2025. Cody 40, Roman 40, John Cena 48, Randy 45, Gunther 37, Seth 39, CM Punk 46, Drew McIntyre 40, Kevin Owens 41, Jey Uso 39, but he's 40 now as well. So safe, and that means Jimmy's the same age. Obviously, they're twins, bro. 2000, which is bro. You hear what I mean, bro? Because this is 25 years ago. The Rock 28, Austin 36, Undertaker 35, Mick Foley 35, Triple H 30, Kurt Angle 32, Shawn Michaels 35, Kane 33, Jericho 30, Big Show 28. And I haven't even, and if I add Jeff Hardy and that in there, the list it gets younger, bro. And if I add Brock Lesnar in there, obviously I said the year 2000, I could go 2000, 2002, 2003. If you go to 2005, it's going to even, then the oldest person is going to be like Booker T and that, bro. Anyway, that wasn't a rant. That was just a cold open. I just had to let you know I knew what was going on. But honestly, said Javon Evans is 21 and you can't tell me he won't be a star in the main roster. No. Honestly, that's the thing. I can tell you he won't be a star in the main roster. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We can all tell you Javon Evans won't be a main. You know why? We've seen it before. No, don't get me wrong. This geezer does incredible stuff. So did Ricochet, bro. And where's Ricochet's in AEW doing the best wrestling he's ever done? So do you remember when Pete Dunne was the youngest person on the roster? And he was killing it. Bruiserweight. Tell me where Pete is. Do you remember when Austin Theory was the youngest? Tell me what Austin Theory is. You remember we had all this up and coming shock the system. Remember we had all of that? Remember we had, obviously it's probably his own fault, but remember the Velveteen Dream when he was the youngest? Had everything. Velveteen Dream had everything to be the next star, bro. They do this all the time. They keep fucking shit up. And it's not hard because in real life, in real sports, bro, you can't change these things, innit? For example, in real sports, you can't make a young footballer just be the star. You can't just make the young wrestler be a star. I mean, the young footballer, because he actually has to do the certain things on the pitch. You know what I mean? And then we have all these wonder kids that don't become anything. But in wrestling, you can choose to do that. You can choose to do everything, to put everything, but like, it's so dumb. Can you imagine if you could choose in football just to make whatever young? So Rio, I'm a Liverpool fan. We got Rio in our team now. To me, he's the truth, innit? But I can't tell you that Rio is going to be one of the best in the world. I think he's going to be. But with this bum-ass manager we got at Liverpool, he won't be. And all I know is the next manager might come in and say, I need another left winger. We need to put Rio out on loan. Next thing you know, Rio gets brought by another team. Then he goes to like Derby or something on loan in the Championship. Derby want an obligation to buy. He ends up at Derby. Then in 5 years, Rio's at Fulham. And we're like, oh, he was good. You know, I don't know. In wrestling, I can take the young character and mold this character and give him everything he needs. And as long as he has the work ethic, I can make him a star. The Rock was Rocky Maivia first, bro. Kane was Isaac Yankem. Mad Mark Carraway. Triple H was Terrorizing. And then Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the Blue Blood. Seth was Tyler Black. Roman was Leke, bruv. They weren't all. They didn't just come. Most people who came in the stars. Kurt Angle already won the Olympics, and Brock Lesnar was a problem as soon as he came in the company. Everyone else had to be molded. Stone Cold Steve Austin was stunning Steve Austin, and then he was the ringmaster, bro. He had long hair. Man was fighting man like Mikey Shipwreck on ECW, bro, with the stun gun as his finishing move. Big Show was Paul White. Just looked like a Andre the Giant ripoff. So don't tell me that like I can't see that there's all this talent there, and with the right and the problem is people like Bruce Pritchard and all that stuff. Oh, they're there. Nah, Sean was a G with the Rockers though, but I hear it. But Bruce Pritchard, who made Kane and made them, he's still there, which means it's either someone's ignoring him or he's just got old and he doesn't care anymore. But anyway. Great cold open. That cold open's taken up most of the show, but it's fine because there's nothing to talk about in Raw. Big up Johnny Hill because you put in a few comments and it looked like I ignored them. So let me get to your comments real quick. A big example is probably Sami Zayn, to be honest. Dude's been in the company how long and they never did anything with him in that time. The fact that we haven't when they should have made Sami champion, because I don't want Sami to be champion at this point. Sami Zayn, you're 100% correct. He was hot on NXT. People loved him. They came to the main roster. Intercontinental title level was his level. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. But once he came out the bloodline and he had the whole world at his feet and people was like, that's the biggest babyface, they ruined it by just, let's give him a tag team with Kevin Owens again. Let him just Kevin Owens. And then if you go through Sami Zayn's wrestling career, everything is every 2 years feud with Kevin Owens. Who's his best friend? You're right, though. Nakamura, they fumbled the bag on this guy. Go back to 2017, 2016, and that. Go watch Jinder Mahal versus Nakamura. Go watch the Brooklyn SummerSlam when the guy come out with the red violin and the crowd. Go to New Orleans WrestleMania 34. Obviously, the match ended up being shit because him and AJ kept low blowing each other paws. But go back to that and see what a star is. And you ruined it. You ruined Finn Balor. How do you fumble Finn Balor, bro? How did you ruin that? Baffling to me. It's baffling to me. Alba Fire in NXT UK was the champ. She was the champ. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is that was a great conversation with you. I'm gonna do a separate video on the ages of the wrestlers and stuff like that. I'm not trying to call the wrestlers old. I'm trying to let you know that the wrestlers, when they get to this age, want to take less bumps. They're more experienced. They want to take less bumps than that. You got these man like Seth at 40. The moves look great, doing up diving headbutts, doing up West Coast. You get me? Coast to coast headbutts and that. Look what's happened to his shoulder, bro. CM Punk, brother, crowd surf at AEW, ankle gone. Then you tore your tricep. Then you tore the other tricep. You see what I'm saying? Anyway. Monday Night Raw, 27/10/2025. The show kicked off with Jey Uso and CM Punk in a meaningless promo just to set the stall out because obviously Saturday Night Main Event. I didn't even remember. So this is the go-home show for Saturday Night Main Event, which I don't do watch-alongs for. But I might see, depending. Now, I'll end up... big up Jerry. I'll end up doing I don't know if I do a preview for it. All I'm saying is, it's bullshit, innit? With what Jay and we get it on the mic, Jay cut promo, all of this business. It's bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'll save it for the preview, obviously, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Saturday Night Main Event match between Jey Uso and CM Punk ends in a disqualification because the Vision get involved. And why would I say that? Because they're pushing the Vision as the biggest thing on Raw, but they're not involved on the weekend. Does that make sense? So they're going to let somebody else get Seth's title. It doesn't make sense, bro. The Vision's going to get involved in this match. Then we're going to have the Vision and whoever else, against CM Punk, the Usos, and Roman at flipping War Games again. And then Jey Uso's going to turn heel. All right, we hear it. We hear it. We had Penta versus Rusev, ended in no contest because Los Americanos interfered in the match because Rusev and Penta are not allowed to win matches. Penta, I told you guys, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. The day he debuted, I was gassed. And what did I say at the end of that video? I'm a hold out on WWE though, because they'll have him ruined within a couple of weeks. I was wrong. They had him ruined within 8 weeks. I thought it was going to be 6. Sorry. And then I told you they're going to do the same thing with his brother. Same thing happened. So this ended up in a no contest. The backstage segment was, Dominic hired Los Americanos to get involved so he could be a bit smug. Now I don't have to fight at Saturday Night Main Event because they're going to have to fight each other. They're going to have to fight Los Americanos. Adam Pearce says, no, you can fight in a triple threat match. I'm going to hold you to that, Adam Pearce, because you don't do that when the Vision get involved for Seth. You don't go automatically, well, now you're going to have a triple threat match. So I'm going to hold you to that, but whatever. We have Roxanne Perez defeating Nikki Bella. Now, we just spoke about the ages, and Nikki's in her 40s. She looks great. Roxanne's 23. She looks great. I haven't got a problem with Roxanne or Nikki Bella. The problem I have is you brought Nikki Bella back to just lose on a regular Raw to Roxanne, and the match meant nothing. It wasn't a number one contenders match. There wasn't a belt on the line. It did nothing. It doesn't, apart from Roxanne having inner gratification, the fact that somebody I was a fan of as a kid, we saw the pictures of them together. You know what I mean? When Nikki debuted, Roxanne was 7. We saw the pictures together. Oh, I got to beat my one of my heroes. Apart from that, that match didn't do anything. And if you wanted to have she beat one of her heroes, then do a storyline, show Roxanne's history. There's loads of footage of Roxanne being younger because she was at reality wrestling. Show the footage of her being younger, having Nikki Bella posters and stuff like that. Use AI. Yeah? If not, then don't do dumb shit like this, because now Nikki Bella looks meaningless. And then you have Roxanne and that attacker at the end of the match. So we're going to build to Nick. I promise you we're going to get Nikki versus Roxanne. I mean, Nikki versus Raquel. And it means nothing. I love Raquel. Raquel should be the one going for the championship. Look at her. Look at Raquel. She's the Raquel and Rhea Ripley, Bianca and Jade, Tiffany, Nia. These people look like they can mash anyone up. They look like they should be wrestling each other. So for her to lose that match, and then Raquel attacks her after the match. Raquel, I love you, but that clothesline you done was terrible, by the way. It was terrible, like that. But it's all good. They stood face to face, and now we're gonna get a match next week on Raw. And they ain't booked it, but I'm telling you now, next week on Raw we're gonna get Nikki versus Raquel. Yeah? Or in 2 weeks we're gonna get that. And then we're gonna get at the next pay-per-view, if it's not this weekend, at Survivor Series, we're gonna get Raquel and Roxanne versus Nikki and Stephanie Vikia, bro. Or they're going to do it at War Games, or they're going to do it at Raw. I promise you the match will happen. Because Stephanie Vikia comes down and saves her. And then somebody tell me, if somebody attacks you, beats the brakes off you at the end of a match where I've already lost, then your friend comes out, saves you, and then your friend and the person who attacked you goes face to face, and then you get back up on your feet. Do you just all have a face-off? Or do you beat the brakes off the person that just damaged me? Because some reason, Stephanie and Raquel were face-to-face, and then all of a sudden, Nikki stands up and is just staring in her face, and then Raquel backs off. Why wouldn't you beat the brakes off her? Why wouldn't you beat the brakes off her? Beat the brakes off her? She just attacked you, bro. Johnny, they will butcher Roxanne up there. You can see it already. Big up Jeffrey. We move on from there. We get, oh, for fuck's sake. First of all, we have Paul Heyman introducing a new look Vision, whatever, bro. And we have Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso backstage. WWE, whoever's edited your stuff, get it right, because you did it on the YouTube channel and you did it on your website as well. They had on their website and YouTube channel, Jimmy Uso apologizes to Jey for accusing him of betrayal. Brother, it was the other way. Jey was the one who was apologizing to Jimmy. So I don't know. You might want to. I know the twins, but get it right, innit? But they have a word backstage, and basically Jey says to Jimmy, listen, I've got enough on my plate right now with Roman and with Division and with CM Punk, and I ain't got time right now, but you're my brother, I love you, and all that stuff. That's not going to end well. Whatever. Paul Heyman with a new look vision. Whatever. Oscar with 10-year anniversary in WWE. You might want to forget about the 10-year anniversary because it's been terrible. You started off great, 3 years on NXT unbeaten, get to the main roster, win the Royal Rumble. Then you lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania 34, and then after that's been downhill ever since. But I digress. We get Bron Breakker versus LA Knight. I'm doing a separate video on Bron Breakker on LA Knight anyway because I've had enough. And as I said, I have a thumbnail. I cannot make this up. I have a thumbnail on LA Knight from 4.5 months ago that I didn't use. And you would not believe that I'm going to use the same thumbnail to prove a point, bro. Because how the fuck did I do that thumbnail 4 months ago, left it in my archive, and it's relevant to today that they don't care about him? What has he done to people, bro? What has he done? Why couldn't he be fighting CM Punk at Saturday Night Main Event? What has he done, bro? It's actually sad at this point. The guy's got... Is he great in the ring? It's a bit dull in the ring, but he's got enough good moves. But he's got the charisma, bro, on the mic and all that, bro. What is it? Seriously, I need to know what he's done, bro. Like, I hope that when he gets fired one day, Triple H lets us know that he made a pass at Stephanie or something. Let it be something that I can understand, like he grabbed Stephanie's ass or something like that, bro. Then I get it. Otherwise, from that, I don't get it. But obviously, you know what happened in this match. Bron Breakker won. Now, the way he won was cold, I ain't gonna lie. LA Knight went up for the LA Knight elbow drop, and then he done a kip up while he was in midair, reversed it, and then speared him. But again, LA Knight loses. Now, Bron Breakker should be winning matches. If you're trying to build him up to be the future star, he should be winning matches. But it didn't need to be at LA Knight's expense. Would it have mattered if Bron Breakker was fighting Tozawa tonight? It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered who he fought. So what? Let him fight JD McDonough, bro, not Sheamus. And then let him fight Sheamus. Abhorrent behavior. Speaking of JD McDonough and Sheamus lost to JD McDonough. Yeah, there was a little distraction. Who cares? Spanish fly. Sheamus loses. What are we doing here? Ain't he a tag team champion? JD, like, why do we need Sheamus losing to JD? So Sheamus can't win now because he lost the Donnybrook match. He lost to Rusev, and then he's lost to JD McDonough now. So him and people like the Miz and that are just bit part players now. Just give him the money to make Celtic Warrior workouts even better and let Sheamus live. The man's a legend, all right? We move on to there because this was the main event. Now, I'm going to let you know straight away. The match was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why it was main event, especially when these two girls are normally on SmackDown. But Bayley and Lyra fight for the Women's Tag Team Championships against Alexa and Charlotte on Monday Night Raw because apparently they requested a tag team match. Now, this match got interrupted by the Kabuki Warriors, and I don't blame them. They must be thinking, why do you get a tag team? I want the tag team title shot if you can just get it. Now, the match itself was good. They had some good spots in the match. Spot where Lyra caught Alexa Bliss as she tried the Twisted Bliss and stuff like that. There's a part where Alexa Bliss caught her with the Sister Abigail DDT, spiked her. It looked cold. But then the only problem is Lyra hit her with the Nightwing and got her hair caught in Alexa's top. And it was all weird. And then Alexa had to rip her top off and stuff like that, which I'm not complaining about, but you get my point. And then we move on from there. But the match got interfered in. So yeah, that's how the match finished, bro. Like, I don't know what man wanted to do in it. It is what it is. That's the match, and that was your Monday Night Raw. Seriously, that was your Monday Night Raw. But love for everyone. Yeah, I mean, love. Sad. You see, you deep that I spoke about the ages of the wrestlers for about 33 minutes, and then my Raw review was about 9. The match was good though. The match was good, but yeah, I can let you. Should we predict again what's going to happen next? We're going to get a triple threat tag team match again. We're going to get Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, Flair and Bliss, and then we're gonna get them. Yeah, I mean, same shit again. But it's what it is, bro. It is what it is. But big up to you guys in the chat. I'm feeling contenty today, and I'm spruced up. I went to the gym early. I feel fit, like that. So I'm gonna head over to Endsman TV. He's got the Liverpool preview to do, so I'm gonna jump on with them, man. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna finish my thumbnails for Hugo Online because I got like 2-3 videos coming out on there today, and then And then, yeah, we'll move on from there. Then I'll drop the LA Night video. And then anything else. What I'm going to do as well, because I need to reboot my old Discord. Like I had a Discord when I first started this channel for the reaction videos. And people used to send me videos that they wanted me to react to on Discord. That way, because I don't do spoilers in it, so I don't watch the video, then react to it. So sometimes it can get me in trouble, but whatever. So I'm going to start that Discord back up again, because obviously on Discord you can have different rooms in it. And I'm going to have one for HUGO Online, and I'm going to have one for WWE as well. WWE one, though, I have to be wary of it, because if you're not just going to send me spoilers and that, actually, I'm not going to start WWE. I'm just going to do one for HUGO Online, so you can send me videos that you want me to react to or do commentary over. I'm not going to do one for wrestling, because the only thing you can send my wrestling is stuff from the wrestling sites that I already have, and I don't want spoilers sent to me. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna run it, man. Yeah. Honestly, you know what it is, bro. Like, but the King's got returns sometimes, innit, bro? Like, I was stream god in it, so I'm gonna have to run it back, bro. I'm just gonna run it back, have a bit of fun, not think about it too much. I will say though, and honestly, you're there, Morris is there as well, a couple other people. I don't know what you like doing in your private life. I'm letting you like know this now, innit? Because I need the people to eat, bro. I need the people to eat. Now I'm not dissing any of you. I don't know what you like doing in your private life. Some of you might have jobs. Some of you might study. If you are interested in doing content creating or helping out in content creating, brother, just message the man. Then we can speak on it, because honestly, you've been clipping up bare of the fingers anyway, bare of the watch along stuff, bro. Like, I'm letting you know. I'm letting all you know right now, innit? Start a no context savage channel. Yeah, brother, I don't care. Make sure you don't put anything that I can get cancelled for, of course. Start a no context savage channel. Do it on X. Do what you need to do. Get paid by it. Just tag me. You can have that. Yeah. Endsman TV, because he does more stuff than I do, but obviously we can give us another name in it. There's already a no context football, but who cares? Start another one. Yeah. And clip the stuff. Because me and Ends ain't been clipping watch along goals and all that stuff. The content that when we're doing the streams like we're gonna do now, yeah, Ends is gonna clip it, but we clip we clip the longer versions in it. So all the funny clips and all that stuff, you lot can clip it and make some money. Same with the wrestling. When I'm doing these live streams, I don't clip the smaller stuff, what happens in it. Like, for example, I'm probably gonna end up being lazy or forgetting, and then all that stuff I just said about the age of the wrestlers and that should be a separate video. I won't clip it. Get a clipper, do it, and now run the come up. So obviously, if I was at a bigger channel and I was earning stupid amounts of money, I earn decent amount of money, but then I'll just pay man in it. But I'm saying, I'm giving you the in now, bro. If you don't want to listen, don't listen, and it's fine. You stand. I thanks for the support and all that. But all I'm letting you know is, if I lock in, I'm on a focus one, and I start doing certain things, and then man's like, "Oh, Savage, let me clip." Yeah, no, bro, I've already paid the clipper, bro. What you want me to do? Or there's already a channel out there. What you want me to do? So I'm letting you know, you don't want to make some money online, and you don't want to have your face in front of the camera. That's what you should do. And you ain't even going to make the most money clipping me and Ends, but you should do that anyway. Go and clip some the big podcast channels and all that. Go clip them, bro. Just make sure you tag them. Yeah, I mean, make sure it's a bit transformative. Put your own caption on there, your own filter on there, and go and do that, man. But that's just my little business for the day, man. I'm trying to help the people. If you don't want to stay starving, bro. But I like to eat. You know, them way there. Big up to the man them in the chat, though. Love for the love. Big up, Johnny, man. Nice seeing you in the chat today, bro, because you're not normally in there and that. Big up to everyone else in the chat. Welcome to the Demon Team. If you're new, if you're already part of the Demon Team, Scum Gang, you know the vibes and that. Yeah, old tight the man them like DMX. And I'm out.